Okay, I'm here to do a very peaceful video, I promise. Very peaceful compared to the last one. I'm going to talk about that very calmly. It's 12:19 a.m. Eastern Time, March 9th, 2022, Eastern Coast of the U.S. So I'm trying to recover myself from listening to my own video because honestly, it hurt my ears. And I know I went on a really big rant there, and I said a lot of things like a slash and burn operation kind of thing. That's not a nice term. I, I do feel sad after having done that video, after listening to it. Like I said, I didn't even want to listen to myself after that. I know it was loud. I kept rambling and ranting and raving and everything else. And it was hard to listen to, and it was a hard word, maybe the hardest word that I'll ever say. I don't like talking like that. I really don't. For whatever reason, I came off like that. Whatever purpose there was in saying that, like I say, maybe it just kind of maybe needed to cut through everything, cut to the chase, because it's very serious with, this whole thing. Jesus is returning, and I know I touched on a lot of things. Um, I do feel bad. I feel badly. I do. I feel somehow badly about that video, the way that happened like that. But again, it's also a sadness. I'm sad. I'm sad because deep down beneath it all, it's not my spirit or purpose to be of a bad spirit, number one, or to sound harsh or condemning or like a clanging cymbal. That's been leveled at me several times. But like I say, I'm here. I'm doing a very gentle follow-up on that. The thing that came to my mind was Paul. What Paul said. I can't look it up now to get the exact verse to read it for you, but he said something like, "Shall I come to you with a rod, or in meekness?" I think that's what he said, and that kind of sums up what just happened with me doing that last video. So Paul was making a point, should I bring my stick to set things straight? I mean, it's kind of joking. Paul would never do something like that. That's basically what he was saying. A rod, meaning correction, like a father gives correction to a son, and God says that in Scripture, or I should say, Paul said, was it Paul? What father scourgeth not a son, something like that. In other words, a father brings correction. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's necessary to be very stern or even punish the child in love. Not, that's a part of it. A father, son, child, to bring correction and punishment if necessary. Not that the parent wants to do that, but if it's necessary. Or Paul said something like, "Or shall I come to you in meekness and gentleness?" So he was making a comparison of, whatever is necessary, I will respond in the way that's needed, And I wasn't really speaking directly to the true church there, but I was more directing it toward, deception, and what the meaning of the true gospel is. So no, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel sad that I had to do a video like that again. Something like a father would feel like after punishing or correcting their child, they didn't want to do it, and it hurts them. It makes them feel bad that they even had to do that, and with their child, it grieves them, grieves their heart. So it does grieve me. Again, I feel very sorrowful. Um, it just came out that way, and I just let it go and said what I felt I should say, even though it was very loud and it hurt my own ears. And it wasn't pleasant. Obviously, if you listen to it, it wasn't a pleasant thing to hear. Um, but again, it's like a parent. We all know what that's like. When a parent starts getting on your case, it's not pleasant, right? I mean, the parent can get very stern and strict and really let you have it. I just feel bad for the innocent, just like in war. The innocent, they're mainly the ones who get hurt. So that's what I'm trying to say here. I wasn't trying to direct this toward the innocent, but yet I had to clear the air. I had to, the threshing floor, and separate the wheat from the chaff as far as what the truth is. It's just that it's so serious. All of this is so serious. It's not meant to be. Spiritually, salvation and being saved is supposed to be a really just a positive, good thing. I mean, we go through things, obviously, and there's a lot of problems and trials and opposition. That's not what I'm referring to, but it's just supposed to be, none of that. It's supposed to be like being a child, all right? That kind of experience. So, I mean, I hope I never have to do a video like that again, even half speed, or even half as strongly as that. I even feel like thinking to myself, I feel like taking that video down. But yet, what I'm saying is this sorrow is like, I said it because it seemed like it needed to be said, So I can't seem to get around that. And plus God's Spirit was so strong within me, to say those things. But I did seem to get carried away there. But again, it's because of frustration, not just at this moment, but all along, the whole thing, throughout the years, converging, in one point here. So that's all I'm going to say here. I'm trying to make this brief. And again, that same deep sorrow, the same deep sorrow is in me right this moment. Coming on here after having done that video, because bottom line is that if that's the truth, then well, it's still the truth, no matter how it was presented, or how strongly, or the fact that I don't like doing videos like that, and I wish I didn't have to. I wish I didn't have to sound so darn harsh. So that's really all I want to say. I hope there's nothing more that I will even have to say, to do a video on any longer. I really don't. My ears are still ringing listening to myself. Like I said, it wasn't a pleasant experience even listening to myself with that. I didn't really care for it. So I would imagine others, many others felt the same way. All right, that's all. That's it. That's all I have to say here for now. So, okay. I know I'm hesitating here. Again, there's so much going through me right now. What I just said was not meant for in condemnation, or to just go off the rails and just blabber, like that, and raise my voice in a high pitch and everything. But it's all part of this. It's all part of the sadness that I'm feeling and what's about to happen. I'll try to post this as soon as I can, but I have not been able to get connection or reception today. Fortunately, earlier I went somewhere and was able to load that. So maybe it will be up tomorrow. I'm doing it Wednesday, just after midnight, so maybe by Wednesday, sometime in the day. I do feel a lot like a parent would feel after they got upset and yelled at their child, and for good reason, but then they they feel bad about it. They feel badly, you know. They really do. They didn't want to have to do that, but that's what, their response was. Okay, talk to you later. I guess I will. We'll see what happens. All right, bye.